Everyone! Wait, tinatest ko lang yung mic kasi kinonect ko yung mic mini sa phone ko. I'm currently using my phone to film here. I just wanna share this with you guys kasi it's been a rough day. Actually, ngayon ko lang din na-compose yung sarili ko and I'm currently here in Macau, guys. Nasa CR ako. Natutulog na kasi yung ate ko. Kaya, honestly, itong DJI mic ko, kinonect ko sa phone para hindi tayo masyadong maingay. Kasi natutulog na siya. And tomorrow, we'll be flying na sa Hong Kong. So, ang ginawa kasi naming entry is from Macau, Manila to Macau, and then yung returning namin is from Hong Kong to Manila. Recap ko lang kayo, I was supposed to vlog my entire Hong Kong Macau trip kasi itong trip na to guys is really for my mom kasi birthday niya this March. So technically, it's a birthday treat na naming magkakapatid sa kanya. So it's currently March 1. Itong Hong Kong Macau trip is really for her. However, there are a lot of hiccups and bumps and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. Natutuwa ako dito sa mic kasi it can control yung button sa phone. So, hindi ko na siya ginaganon. I'm not saying this na meron akong followers or whatnot. Ginawa lang namin basically is nag-tour kami around Macau. Yung hotel namin here in Macau is in London Hotel. Sobrang ganda niya, guys. Hindi ako nakakapag-vlog kasi I lost my camera here in Macau. I lost my camera here in Macau. Very sad, very uneventful. I don't know how to feel kasi basically that camera is really new. Binili ko lang siya last year and it got stolen here in Macau. Many places naman talaga guys, you need to be really careful with your belongings kasi hindi lang naman siya specifically sa Macau lang or sa, di ba, pickpocket sa Europe or anything. Marami naman kasi talagang pickpocketers guys. Yung pocket Osmo Pocket 3 ko is na-stolen, nanakaw siya dito sa Macau area. So, nasa Le Jardin kami, malapit siya sa Parisian. So, meron doon, katabi siya ng Londonair, yung Le Jardin sa gilid. We're actually taking photos. And then, accidentally, kasi talaga nalagay siya sa paper bag. And I gave it to my mom, honestly, kasi we were going to take photos. Pero syempre, things happen and then someone sat near my mom. So, may mga paper bag kasi doon and I think maybe impulse or what, doon nalagay ng mom ko yung camera. That girl sat near my mom where my things are. So, nandun yung mga gamit namin. Doon nandun naman si mama. But we weren't really siguro at that time, we weren't really just thinking na it can happen here in Macau. So we're like super convinced. Kasi I've been to Taiwan and nakasurvive yung Osmo Pocket 3 ko doon without any worries na iniisip ko naman na nakaw siya. Which is, alam nyo, okay din talaga, you have to get that instinct na anytime pwede kayong manakawan. So you have to be very, very careful sa mga gamit nyo, especially yung mga ganong bagay na mga mahal, camera, phone, wallet, lahat-lahat, guys. Kung makikita nyo, like, I'm so light, okay naman, nakakangiti na ako. Pero honestly, this is really super stressful, and ngayon lang talaga ako reflect, and nag-usap kami ng ate ko, and we've really we regrouped ourselves, inanalyze namin yung mga nangyari. So what we did, wala na talaga yung DJI. Honestly, nakuha na talaga siya, and I don't know it. And I feel like nireport ko na rin naman siya sa DJI mismo. What I did first is nireport ko siya sa DJI as lost. And then after that, pumunta kami sa security near Londonier para sa lost and found. However, ang naisip na namin or ng ate ko din na what if we also report it sa police here in Macau para at least magkaroon ng file or anything. Though, sa isip ko kasi talaga, wala na rin naman talagang, like, if i-report ko siya, it's really suntok sa buwan. Actually, tomorrow, pupunta pa kami sa police station just to check, just to inform them na nagpunta na kami dun sa dalawang lost and found station sa Parisian and the Londonier, and confirm na wala dun, and then tatawagan ko rin talaga yung hotel or yung area dun sa lost and found if may nag-surrender. Pero I feel like if may magsusurrender kasi nun, kung nalawala lang siya, meron magsusurrender nun, guys, at that point already. Like, hindi siya magtatagal. Like, it won't take too long. So, after namin siyang tanungin dun sa mga concierge for the lost and stolen, pumunta na kami sa nearest police station here in Macau. And dun sa Macau station, guys, very accommodating naman yung mga police dito sa Macau. They're really helpful. And di lang sila super galing mag-English, pero they can understand you. Yung police station doon, pumunta kami, very kaba kami kasi inisip ko pa, what if hindi sila marunong mag-English? So what happened? Nag-translate na lang kami sa phone. And then, final ko lang yung report, the usual, you file your police report, tell them what happened, anong camera yung gamit mo, ano yung nawawala, you tell them the serial number, what day and time, yun yung tinatanong nila doon, saan mo nawala, yun yung question. Like, saan mo nawala, what time, anong device. And then, kukunin lang nila yung mga personal details mo, like your name, your passport number, your mobile number, your address, and any information that they need, may fill upan. And then, they will guide you naman. It's really, na-appreciate ko talaga yung police dito sa Macau. Sobrang bait nila. I wasn't really expecting that. Not everyone are super kind. And I think it's a protocol naman, diba? Pero hindi ko kasi in-expect na ganun kabait yung mga police doon sa area na yon. But yeah, and then pagpunta ko doon sa area na yon, they've assisted me. Nag-note pa nga, like sobrang bait niya na parang nag-translate pa yung police na kausap ko na I will help you find your camera. And at that time, sobrang na-relieve ako kahit na alam ko naman sa sarili ko na for the report na lang to, and it's gonna be really impossible unless there will be an investigation, guys. They can do is just file a report and hopefully someone would surrender it or yung kumuha nun, makonsensya and surrender. And then that's it. Yun lang talaga. Yun din yung ina-explain sa akin ng police officer. And paulit-ulit din ako nagtatanong. Ang tagal namin nag-usap kasi I was really reassuring myself na will they contact me? What will happen? I was asking so many questions sa police. What they really said is, kailangan din naman nakuha na nila lahat ng information ko. So, una na lang pinagawa is bumalik kami ulit sa Parisian and Londonier to really talk to the concierge para sa lost and stolen or lost and found items. Kasi nung time na yun, dumiretso kami sa police station. Hindi pa namin agad talaga pinuntahan yung concierge. Pero I think okay din siya kasi ang hirap mag-explain na nangyari sa concierge minsan. And though doon naman sa The Parisian, yung concierge doon, very magagaling mag-English. Actually, magagaling sila mag-English. Siguro na ang mindset ko na lang namin kasi noon. And ako na parang, let's go to the police. Ganun na girl. Like, polisin na, ganun. I think okay din siya kasi nung nireport namin sa police and then syempre may paper na binigay sa akin. And then nung bumalik kami, yun na lang yung pinabasa namin and then they get it. Sobrang helpful talaga ng police officer na yun. Super duper. So, ang sinabi na lang niya is, i-file na niya. Actually, ni-register na niya. Like, sa system nila, naka-file na yung report, incident report. And then, across all the police stations daw, here in Macau, recorded yun. And after that, sabi niya, if talagang stolen na, they can go ahead with the investigation. So, the investigation, usually, if ipupursue ko daw, sabi niya, if I wanna pursue with the investigation, it will take 180 days. Pero girl, ilang days lang ako dito. Like, 1 day lang ako sa Macau and 2 days lang kami sa Hong Kong. So, it's really like, parang siya din napaisip, okay, pero how? Parang ganyan. So, 180 days yun. Normally, if you live here in Macau, guys, 180 days. And then, they will check the security cameras to see if anyone took the camera and go. And the sad part kasi here is, walang security camera around Le Jardin. Unless napunta siya sa isang spot na may security camera and she looks sketchy na parang may tinatago or what. Yun lang yun nasa isip ko na they can check other cameras near Le Jardin. Yun yung feeling kong gagawin nilang investigation. But that will take 180 days. Guys, willing naman ako to wait 180 days. Kasi wala naman na yun. Kumbaga, aasa na lang naman ako yun. Pero hindi naman ako super duper umaasa na mababalik siya. Pero at least I would know na rolling yung case. Kasi sabi niya, it will take 180 days. Kaya ko naman bumalik ng Macau. Ganda ng location ng hotel, ng London Hotel. I would really, really recommend it. Kasi nabook namin siya sa Klook and sobrang lapit niya sa bus stops. Ang lapit niya sa Senado Square, ang lapit niya sa St. Paul of Ruins, ang lapit niya sa mga food places, and maganda yung area. Sobrang ganda. If only hindi nawala yung DJI. Nakapaggala pa kami. Pero yung whole itinerary namin naging parang filing a case sa police. But yeah, that's just the entire day. And yun lang yung update ko, guys. Pero I just wanna share this to people na baka magta-travel din, not specifically in Macau, any areas in the world, guys. So kahit saan man kayo tumravel, I think charge to experience kasi siya talaga, guys, eh. And so as much as I want to stay strong, nakakalungkot kasi talaga, guys. Material things lang siya. It's not something that we can always, like, hindi natin siya pwedeng gawing God natin, yung mga material things na kapag nawala yan, wala na tayo. I just wanna give awareness sa magta-travel here sa Macau, sa Le Jardin. Actually, nag-research din yung ate ko. Uso din talaga yung pickpockets sa Le Jardin, dun sa Parisian. So, I guess we really need to be extra careful. May mga cases kasi, like ako, sobrang careful ko rin naman sa gamit ko. Pero, may mga circumstances kasi talaga, guys, na mangyayari na out of our control. And what I can just share with you guys is just, I think you should always look at the brighter side. And I hope kasing parang if you look at it na negative, hindi na magiging okay. Masisira yung entire trip just by losing a material thing. And isa kasi natutunan ko kay God is hindi nagre-revolve dapat yung buhay mo sa mga material na bagay, sa mga tao. Kasi what I feel like is kapag dun mo dinepend yung satisfaction mo, pag nawala yun sa'yo, anong mangyayari? For example, itong camera ko. What if yung camera ko, doon nagre-revolve yung mundo ko? Like, ngayon kasi, like, kung titingnan mo, I'm starting to vlog. Honestly, I'm starting to vlog. I'm starting to document my life. And then all of a sudden, bam, nawala yung camera. If doon ko lang dinepend yung happiness ko, baka right now, I wouldn't be even making this video. I would be like,
I would sob, talagang iiyak lang ako, talagang worst case scenario, wala na akong gagawin, like hindi na ako gagalaw. But by the grace of God, binibigyan niya ako ng wisdom and binibigyan niya ako ng clarity na hindi kailangan mag-make sense kung bakit nangyari yon. Hindi ko na kailangang i-decipher pa bakit nangyari yon. Hindi ko na kailangang mag-isip ng what if. May reason kung bakit nangyayari yung mga bagay. I know it's cliche, guys, but honestly, meron talagang reason. And it doesn't have to be na kailangan malaman mo yung reason. Sometimes, eventually, you'll know. And ako right now, I'm just at that side na I have this peace na alam ko na kung ano man yung nangyayari, alam ni Lord and sagot ni Lord yon. Kung ano yung mangyayari in the future, ano mangyayari sa akin after all of this. And there's a reason. And I don't have to know it yet right now kasi eventually it will unfold naman eh. So, nagkaroon lang kami ng self-reflection ng ate ko kanina nung nag-aayos kami ng gamit na kaya siguro nawala or kaya siguro nag-allow yon kasi merong mangyayari na hindi pa natin alam. And I don't have to insist on God to tell me what is going to happen kasi hindi natin hawak talaga ang mga pangyayari. What we can only do is stand firm and just have that heart of understanding. Alam mo, isang bagay na natututunan ko dun sa sinabi ng ate ko is sa T. Meron siya sinabi yung acronyms na T. And ang ganda kasi nun eh. Yung T stands for thinking, E stands for emotions, and A stands for your actions. So for every time na may nangyayaring ganito na difficulties or anything, i-assess mo yung iniisip mo. You have to think first. Iisipin mo yung iniisip mo ba, is it something that is good or something that is bad? Kasi what you think will affect your emotions, and you have to think if yung emotions mo ba is something lang na nagbe-base lang siya on the worldly things or emotion siya na na-hurt ka or what, you have to assess. Kasi what you think and what you feel is a reflection of your actions. So, yun yung letter A. So, yun yung isa ko natutunan. Kasi nung nawala talaga yung camera, guys, talagang nag-reflect ako. Hindi ako agad nagsasalita. I wasn't really thinking. And sa CCF kasi, guys, recently lang sa mga service, we are focusing sa Book of James. And sobrang applicable ng Book of James na nangyari sa akin. Sa Book of James, dun mo malalaman yung taming the tongue, having God's wisdom, understanding, being compassionate. You don't always have to win an argument. And for me, dun sobrang applicable siya, guys. Kasi if I just allow this negativity to just corrupt my head, iba na siguro talaga yung naging outcome ng trip namin. And I'm just so blessed na sobrang guided and protected kami ni God kahit may mga ganitong struggles na nangyayari. Grabe lang yung hindi ako nagpapanik, hindi ako sobrang aligaga. Siguro nung kanina, syempre umiyak ako, guys. Hindi naman ako para magpaano sa inyo na hindi ako umiyak. Syempre umiyak ako, guys. Pero after ko siya maiyak and after namin mag-reflect ng ate ko, sobrang warm ng heart ko with the embrace of God. Na-feel ko talaga yung embrace ni God sa akin, and He sent people, good people along the way. Even people foreign nationalities that could help us. Not necessarily na maibalik yung camera, pero we have been meeting people that's so very helpful sa nangyari. And I'm just so blessed. Kahit na ganon, they are willing to coordinate and they are willing to hear what I have to say. And I'm not really expecting so much, pero at least I have that kind of support from the authorities here in Macau, guys. So I would still recommend you guys to go to Macau. I mean, this video is not to bash Macau. This video is not to bash na, ay, daming pickpocketers dyan sa wag na kayong pumunta. Honestly, guys, kahit saan naman, maraming magnanakaw, maraming snatchers, maraming, kahit sa Pilipinas, guys, 'di ba? So, it's really important lang talaga, guys, na ingatan natin yung mga gamit natin, especially yung mga ganyang expensive and important items. Kailangan lagi mo siyang nakikita. Hindi mo siya dapat binibitawan, hindi mo siya nilalagay sa table, hindi mo siya nilalagay somewhere na hindi nakikita ng mata mo. So, I think that's my lesson. And it's really charged to experience, guys. And it's really an expensive charge to experience. Pero, what I just look at the brighter side, it's something na may sinasabi si God sa akin to focus on. And sometimes, minsan kasi kapag nakukuha na natin yung gusto natin, liligaw ulit tayo. Kumbaga, nagfo-focus na tayo sa nakuha natin. And nawawala na yung focus natin. And that's God. Kasi, God is a gracious Father. He will give everything that you wish. Pero if you focus on that wish, dun lang yung wish na yun, mahihirapan ka kapag nawala yun. If you will focus on the blessing itself, mahihirapan ka. Kasi if sa blessing ka lang tumitingin, if kukunin siya sa'yo or mawawala siya sa'yo, ang worry ni Lord, paano ka? And ako, all throughout, it's already been proven na kung ano man yung ibigay ni Lord sa akin, alam ko anytime kaya rin yun mawala. It doesn't have to be nakukunin ni Lord or mawawala. Wala lang. So I have to be so focused on God Himself lang. Hindi lang sa items na nakukuha ko or hindi lang sa blessings na nakukuha ko from God. I have to focus on Him. Kasi Him alone, the glory alone with Him is enough. Diba? To sustain us. And yun lang naman yung gusto kong i-point na of how I feel yung love ni God. Edit ko sana supposedly is yung video ko from the DJI ng trip na vlog. I didn't expect na ang i-edit kong video is itong story time nung nawala yung DJI ko. But then again, I always look at the brighter side. And yung camera anytime pwedeng mapalitan. Pero if it's a life-threatening or yung mga mas importanteng bagay, iniisip ko na lang at least hindi worst yung nangyari. It's something that we can still handle. And doon pa lang nakikita ko na how gracious God is sa atin. Kasi kahit anumang dumating problem, kahit anumang dumating na circumstances na hindi natin, naakala natin hindi kaya, papagaanin siya ni Lord. You just have to trust in Him. You just have to hear Him. You just have to listen to Him kasi siya lang talaga yung makakatulong sa'yo. And this is not something na I'm just saying for a video. It's something that I want you to know. I want this to reach you of how gracious God is despite everything. And I just want to share na don't focus on the material things. This is not me justifying na nawala yung ko, gina-justify ko na lang. But, kasi iba yung naging reflection ko eh. Iba yung naging result sa akin nung nawala yung DJI. So, that's why I want to share it to you guys na you really don't need to attach yourself on the material things that you have here sa mundong ito. You just have to have that focus on God and God alone. And yun lang guys, I'm just gonna update you na lang. I don't know if mag-make sense yung video na to, but I just wanna share how lucky I am still na walang worse na nangyari. Like, walang bagay na mas mahirap. Actually, hindi ko na-imagine na magre-report ako sa police. Like, I haven't done that even in the Philippines. Hindi ko pa yun ginagawa, guys. Kasi, what are the chances na pupunta ako sa Macau and ang ending is nasa police station kami? Diba? I can laugh right now kasi na-process ko na yung nangyari. Sometimes kasi din guys, kapag may dadaanan kayong mga ganitong bagay, you really need to process it. So, pupunta kayo sa stages of process. Yun yung 5 stages of grief, diba? Parang ganun din. You have to feel. It's not a bad thing na malungkot ka, magalit ka, na matulala ka. You have to let it flow. Pero, what I would suggest, if you will feel or you will say those things, kailangan dun sa taong may wisdom ni Lord. Or, kung wala ka nung tao na may wisdom ni Lord, kailangan siya na lang yung kausap mo. And you say those words na, God, I pray, Lord God, na ganito ganyan. I'm so frustrated. I'm angry. Ano. You can say everything. You don't have to lie to God. Kasi kung wala kang outlet na tao na may wisdom ni Lord, siya lang talaga yung need mong kausap. Pero kung meron ka rin naman physically na mapag-vent outan, it's a good thing din na ma-vent out mo lahat. Hindi mo siya kailangang isuppress. So, it's normal na iiyak ka. It's normal na magagalit ka. But after that, like I said, yung T natin, thinking, you have to think, eto bang nararamdaman kong emotion is something that could help the situation or make it worse. Kasi yun yung magre-reflect sa magiging actions natin afterwards. So you have to be very, very careful on what you think and what you feel. Kasi it will reflect on how you react. If you have any tips, just comment down below para at least mababasa to ng iba na mapupunta pa lang sa Macau for the first time. Honestly, it's our first time in Macau. And wala rin talaga kasi sa isip ko na someone would do that. So yeah, that's it lang guys. I hope you learned a thing or two dito sa video. And I'll just keep you updated na lang sa police of what will happen. But that's about it, guys. I'll see you na lang on my next video. Bye! Okay, guys. So, ito na yung room. Dito yung door. Sorry, guys. Nagro-room tour ulit ako kasi maganda tong hotel. So, London Hotel. Sorry, makalat siya, guys. Pero, 2 single bed siya. And then, wala na tayo stabilizer, guys. And then, may window lang dito. So, the window is ito yung view namin. May playground, ganyan. So, ayan siya. So, ito yung room. Very, very spacious and clean and very aesthetic. And then, the CR. Sobrang ganda din ng CR niya, guys. Yan. Wala na tayong DJI. Pero, it's okay. That's life. Yung room ni Mama, hindi ko na na-video. Pero, queen size bed lang yun. Yun lang, guys. Ito naman yung isa, queen size bed. Yan siya. Very spacious din naman, guys. Yan. And then, ito yung CR. Maganda yung CR na tong queen room. Queen size bed. So, ayan lang siya. Basically, maliit. And then yung pinto. Wala lang siyang cabinet. But yeah, yan lang yan, guys.